oh, I'm useless with the proper names of things, the street names. People are like, it's on the street. I'm like, I like cats and dogs for different reasons because I'm a complex person. I can like Kaunas and Vilnius at the same time. Whoa! Whip it up, rugby, control last repeat, play the con repeat, fade the score up beat, fade the score up beat, fade the score up beat, fade the score up.
Okay, so the question for you, Olga. Do you have any stories that involves police?
Oh. I have some stories.
Pretty hot policeman, right?
Yeah, like a lot of stories from police. The one is, oh my God. The one is, oh my God, jalapenos and scorpions and reaper. Who? Jis yra muzikantas, menininkas, performeris, jau 2 metus gyvenantis Kaune, Kauno meno ambasadoris. Pasitikite, Zan Hoffman! Hey, Zan! Come on in!
Howdy, y'all.
Hey, Zan. Hello, man. Good to meet you, Zan.
Pleasure, y'all.
Oh my God, so it's not the first time for you to visit Botsmana's bar?
No, I kind of like it here.
Oh, that's great. I hope that Carlos enjoys that. So then, I know a little bit about you, and I hope that somebody from the audience knows a little bit about you. But can you introduce yourself? Where are you from?
I'm the Kentucky kid from Kaunas, y'all.
Oh my God, Kentucky, USA. That's a middle of nowhere. That's a central.
The center of the redneck zone of, east, west. We're just north of Tennessee.
All right, I know these kinds of states. I know the Kentucky, and I know Tennessee.
And then 5-hour drive north, and we're in Chicago, y'all.
Well, Chicago as well, it's really, really known. I think it's a Lithuanian part of the USA, because in Tennessee they make a lot of alcohol. In Kentucky they make a lot
of alcohol, yes, exactly.
And there's 1 million Lithuanians living in Chicago.
Exactly, more than Kaunas. Nice.
It's much more. So
the first time I had Lithuanian food was in Chicago. I had the pink soup. And we'd go, my college roommate and I would go to these different parts of Chicago to have the different ethnic food. And we go to the Lithuanian neighborhood, and we used to call the woman who served us our Lithuanian grandmother, because no matter what you ordered, she'd give you some more. Oh, you look too thin. Here, you need some potatoes, I mean, make sure she'd fat us up.
So it's first time I've been to Chicago, maybe it was 10 years ago, and there is like this big, large tower. It's called Trump Tower, and basically downstairs on the first floor, there is like a Bacino pizzeria, the Italian pizzeria. And you come and you eat. It's a very, very good pizza. And the waiter comes and she says to me like, hey guys, where you from? And I say, I'm from Lithuania. And she said, oh, our owner is from Lithuania. I say, how come? He's Bacino. No, he's not Bacino. He's Bačinskas. He changed his name to Bacino.
You'll do this all the time for us Americans. You're going to make it simplified for us. You may have a name like Mindigus. You call me Billy. Because we can't dare be able to pronounce something foreign or something. We're tragic.
So, do you have Lithuanian heritage?
Not yet.
Oh my, but definitely, surely you want to have. I can see from your eyes that you want to have. So, tell me a little bit about yourself. So, who are you? Are you a musician? Are you a performer? Are you a artist?
I came years ago to do tours of Europe while I was still living in America, and the goal of this would be live music shows, but the goal would be to establish myself somewhere in Europe so I can tour from here, because fetching me from America was just too expensive. So I found a corner of Spain I liked a whole lot in Galicia, and I ended up there doing live shows, and it was a festival that brought me here to to Lithuania, the Braille Satellite Festival.
Oh, Braille Satellite. Very, very good festival.
Very
Hello there, I'm Audrey. I'm a
Awesome.
bartender here. Here's your water.
awesome. Cheers, y'all.
I want to ask you, have you been successful in the U.S.?
It's kind of impossible, and so you stop beating your head against that wall, because there's no end to the amount of talent out there, and there's no end to the competitiveness of that talent. There's no end to the fact that you're really not on that list of the people who are going to be famous, and so it's an ongoing battle that just is exhausting.
In comparison, this is different from Europe, right?
Yeah. I mean, one thing, a distinction that's really worth making is in America, after my shows, they're talking about commerce all the time. They're like, oh, someone who doesn't have anything going for themselves. They got like a Spotify playlist. After your show, they're giving you career advice. You know what you need to be doing and what you got to do. And I'm thinking, who are you? But in Europe, people talk about your art and what you're up to, and they're talking about the actual thing you're doing instead of the fact that you're some piece of commercial meat that needs to be merchandised better than some other piece of meat.
To get back that return of investment.
Yes, you got it. Yeah, you bet.
Closer,
y'all.
So you came to Spain. How long was that ago?
Wow, I know my first tour of Spain was in '93, but I played Galicia for the first time in 2008, and that's the district that's right above Portugal, that little chunk. And then I returned in 2009 because they were amazing. And this is really well worth mentioning. First of all, these are the craziest people in all of Spain. And so they wanted me to do my thing. They were super excited, like, oh, bring on that crazy. I'm like, oh, good, bring on the crazy. Now this is a fun request. And so they really allowed me to shine, to be my own original creative self. And the more fun and crazy I were, the more they celebrated me. So I went there 10 years in a row, 18 tours, until I was just recognized on the streets.
Actually, I saw one video on YouTube with you with this woman, and you were on a leash, and you were like walking on like a dog.
Oh yeah, so Oreo Aurora video. Good stuff. In that video, I die like 3 times. It's one of my favorite videos.
Yeah, she keeps killing you, and then she's eating corn after.
Yeah, and eating corn afterwards because it's a joke. All these inside Galicia jokes, you know. So when someone from Galicia sees that, their mind is fully blown by the little internal jokes that are going off.
She's this crazy woman in Galicia.
Yeah, well, exactly. I mean,
So
I'm sure.
But you had some romantic relationship with her.
Well, not with her, but you know, the list is long.
She was too crazy, right?
Oh no, she and her boyfriend were part of the production of that thing, so I wasn't. That's not part of the process.
So you decided to dump her and come to Lithuania.
You got it.
Good stuff. Give me high.
Anyone proposed to you, like? Or?
Oh, when I played a show in the south of Spain with my buddy Marcus Broyce, who's a Swiss horn player, and I got a marriage proposal at the show. I was like, wow, hello, y'all. There's a show that I'm doing. Then I realized I'm on the right track. You know, I'm like, nice.
So did you took it?
I had to throw that fish back.
So she was not good enough.
Well, you know, I mean, there are a lot of fish in the sea, and so I had to get the right one.
And the right one was a Lithuanian lady?
I did date a girl from Lithuania here from Kaunas. It was fun. I like this place. It's the people are very solid.
Has she ever proposed to you as well?
Oh no, when that was done, that was done.
So why do you think the Lithuanian ladies is more fun than Spanish ladies?
Oh, There's a hard question, y'all. I think honestly, there's more sensitivity. I think the Spanish Passion is notorious, but there's also a reserve thing. I think there's a lot of, you know, I remember my first time I'm in Lithuania. I'm playing Braille Satellite, and I'm in Vilnius at Minimal Mondays, and I'm talking to these Lithuanian women. I'm thinking, wow, I need a Lithuanian girlfriend, you know. And so the next day, I'm talking with some Italian guys from the festival, and I'm saying, wow, your first time in Lithuania? And they're like, yes. And I said, wow, it's great, right? And they're like, yes. And I said, the women here, amazing. They're like, yes. I'm like, and they're really easy to talk to, and they're like, maybe for you. I'm like, yes. I'm like, all right.
So is that like eye contact and emotions that she shows you?
I think when you are emotionally available, it's a rewarding thing with the women here in Lithuania. I think this is something that is joy to have a man who's emotionally available and open and those kind of things. And I consider myself a joy on that level, at least.
So are you emotionally available, man?
Oh, yes. My number is... No, just kidding.
All right. So what kind of, maybe world-known, who is your ideal musician? Like the guy you want to look alike?
I don't know. I think there's a... Larry Rivers, an American pop artist, had a great interview where he's saying, you know, I was growing up, I wanted to be Pablo Picasso by the day, painting Pablo Picasso, and then the night I was blowing my horn in Harlem, I wanted to be Charlie Parker, and he says, eventually my heroes disappeared and the work showed up. So I have my heroes, but this is an important detail. When I started my label in 1984, I realized I couldn't be my heroes, but I could do something that only Zan Hoffman can do. And so my heroes, I think, sort of like, I really appreciate how inspiring things were when I was younger, but like I get compared to Nick Cave, amazing, you know? I mean, I love being compared to that guy because that guy's great, but he's not necessarily like the hero thing. I'm just like, you do your thing, Nick Cave, because someone said, you're a happy Nick Cave. I'm like, nice, I'll take it.
Yeah, you have a voice that's similar to Nick Cave.
Oh, I'll take it. Nice. He's got that. I mean, he's got that voice that brings it, and I'm really super impressed when anybody has that authority like that.
So, what about your music? Like, how do you live? Like, where are you getting your money from?
This show. No. That's why I'm so rich, y'all. No. No, I do this stuff for a living now, finally. I finally, a couple years ago, decided I'm going to risk it. You know, I'm just going to see if I can make a living from this. And oh my God, how rewarding is that? You know, I mean, because I get to, my job description is if the audience is as happy as me at some point, my work is done. So why would I want to work for somebody else who doesn't have as cool of a job description for me?
So wait a minute, 1984 you started your label, and only 2020 you started earning money from...
2019, 2018 I think was when I decided to finally, a long
34 years, man.
Well, now I'm really good at this shit. You know, at least I didn't try to start too early when I'd fail and then not come back up from that failure. I'm really proud of where I'm at nowadays, you know? Because one thing has to do with staying creative and always doing new material and testing out on people and doing it for the Lithuanian audiences and doing it for the Spanish audiences and then getting that feedback and going back into the studio and doing this again. And it's a virtuous circle, if you will, with something good begets something better. Because I don't know. You know, my material, I'm really proud of what I'm able to do, and then I do something live, I'm thinking, wow, I never thought of doing that. That's fucking awesome. Oh, excuse my French. And so it's like a nice ongoing process, you know?
So since 1994, so you're just doing music, you're just doing tracks. Well, a little bit of videos.
Yeah.
So how much, how productive you are?
In 27 years that I ran the label, I did 1,123 releases.
Shit, man, that's a lot.
And this project's been going on since '93. This Body Cocktail project, which I sing with, and that has over 2,500 songs.
2,000 songs. When do you sleep?
Sleeping's overrated.
Why body cocktail?
Oh, this is
What does it
great.
mean?
I got a piece of mail once from Holland, and it said in Dutch, Body Cocktail is one word. I'm thinking, oh my God, that's my band name. My next band name, that's freaking awesome. And then I drew an icon that looks like a cocktail where the martini olive is a head. I'm like, I've got this thing. And the whole notion is the music rolls over you like a cocktail, and all of a sudden you're like, wow, I'm feeling good. You know, like you're sitting having a couple drinks, and all you stand up, you're like, whoa, yeah, this is good. And so it's the whole idea is that with the music, you know, a couple songs, you're kind of like, I don't know, what about this? And after a while, you're like, oh, man, this is good. I like to create that, the emotional equivalency of having a nice little buzz on.
And what made you come to Kaunas? Like, this is a great city, right?
Because Kaunas is Garay. I mean, duh.
And why did you stay in Kaunas, you know?
Oh, this is a cute story. So I come to Kaunas to play the Kaunas Artist House one time, and having told myself I needed a Lithuanian girlfriend, it just happened. It materialized, and I got a Lithuanian girlfriend. I'm like, yay! And so that was supposed to last 2 months, and it lasted 8. And I'm thinking, bonus, 8 months, nice. And people have said, oh, that's so sad. I'm like, no, it made it 8 months, yay, you know. And so I go back to Spain, and my tail's kind of between my legs. I'm thinking, okay, what now, Zan Hoffman, you know? And then I thought, wait a minute, there's only one person in Kaunas who doesn't like me. I'm coming back.
So she doesn't like you.
I don't know if she does or doesn't. It's her loss, you know. But I realized the other day I was talking to someone, and I was talking about this air plant that I brought back as a gift. It's this plant in Galicia that doesn't have roots. It just hangs in the air, and it just takes everything from the environment. I said, that's me, you know, no roots. I'm just hanging in the environment. I'm like, yay, don't kill me over here, right? But then I realized, oh, that's a nice metaphor for me. And someone says, do you need roots? I thought, no, I just need friends. And this is something that I feel really good about Kaunas. I've got friends here, and I've got some really interesting, crazy, awesome, weird, exceptional, and quirky friends. And so why would I want to go somewhere else?
Are you living in a hotel in Kaunas or at some women place?
I'm living, what's the name of that hill that begins with a Z? Žaliakalnis. I'm a Žaliakalnis boy.
So you live alone in a house? Or?
No, I have some friends. I have some roommates that are pretty hilarious and keep things entertaining. It's like living a frat hall sometimes. And when I moved in, I didn't even know who half my roommates were for a while. I'm like, who is that person? Are they a roommate or are they just someone kind of hanging out? You know, eventually, like, oh, that's my roommate. All right.
So they're all musicians?
No, I'm fortunately the only one who's this crazy.
Any fun stories with your roommates? Like when you started living there?
I cannot say that on TV.
Come on, maybe,
This is
maybe
not TV,
just,
this is YouTube, Zan.
I don't want to make enemies of my roommates. You know, they're still my friends right now.
You're such a gorgeous man, such a humble person.
Well, I know what side my bread is buttered on.
Any troubles living in Lithuania as a foreigner?
Any troubles?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm useless with the proper names of things. The street names. People are like, it's on the street. I'm like, Yeah, Prospectus, Carlos Mendigas, Antonis, Spastelink Street. So I admit that I'm particularly bad at that. I'm working on it. But no, actually in general, it's a very copacetic place for me to live. I kind of like it. You guys are kind of crazy. Oh my God. So I'm in Vilnius that has such an inferiority complex. They're asking me personally if Vilnius is better than Kaunas, as if like, oh my God, you must tell us that we're better. I'm like, first of all, if you're a city of 1 million people and you're not better than a city of 300,000, get with it. with the program, you all. But wow, they just sit there and they pick on Kaunas. I'm like, be nice. Kaunas is okay. You know, this and this and this, and like, kick. You know, I'm just like, whoa, all right. You know, that's okay. You know, the third kick, I'm like, that's my dog you're kicking. And so one day I'm getting this the treatment of like, haven't you at least thought of moving to Vilnius?
Oh shit! I know.
Stop already. So I said, okay, you know, it goes like this. I've got some crazy friends in Vilnius, and I've got some crazy friends in Kaunas. And when my crazy friend in Kaunas tells a joke, I think I need to step back a couple steps because that's what's crazy, you know. And then finally the people of Vilnius are like, zip, they know it. They know it. If you say someone from Kaunas is more dangerous or crazy than them, they get it. They'll fold their house of cards on that one. I'm like, oh God, just quit beating up on Kaunas. You both are okay. You're both fine, by the way. You know, it's like I like cats and dogs for different reasons because I'm a complex person. I can like Kaunas and Vilnius at the same time. Whoa! You know, it's not like I'm dating one and I'm cheating on the other or something, you all. I mean, come on.
So then, one thing I know about you is
Yes.
that you don't drink at all any alcohol.
Correct.
But so how come? You're from Kentucky. You're supposed to be like a big bourbon drinker.
Sacrilege. I know. I'm supposed to be drinking a lot of bourbon at every moment. Maker's Mark shots right here, y'all. But I think I spent the first half of my life drinking for the whole part of my life. So I got that all in. So, you know, you don't have to panic that I didn't get my freaking liver pickled completely. You know, I just decided, well, to make an honest answer is that there's no way I could do what I do as an artist and still be the drinker that I was because it requires everything. You know, when I do my shows, when I perform, when I'm doing my thing, this is the one moment I get to call on everything I own and do that everything. And drinking is just too uneven of a process because you guys deserve my best. I came here all the way from America, and I'm not going to screw it up at the finish line and go, I wasn't dry, you know. Not today, and so it's important.
So was it like a graduate, like decisions that you made in your like a conscious mind, or was it like a snap?
It took me, I did a year wind down. I knew that I needed to be sober at a certain point, and so I just wound it down for a year, you know, just slowly decreased the craziness. You know, it wasn't like a full cutoff, but, you know, just slowly ratcheted that crazy down to a point where 0 just sort of came in its own weight instead of 100 to 0. You know, I'm like, whoa, that would have been a little too wild for my blood.
Well, that's a good recipe, and now you give all yourself to the art.
I know. What a beautiful day in my
That's a
life.
spirit,
You know?
that's a spirit.
It is. I mean, it's a lot of people think, oh my God, I have to do a show. No, I get to do a show. It's like it's an exciting thing for me.
All right, so we have a little part of our show that's like a social part. Socialistic, it's not socialistic, it means a social part. When we're talking about some maybe like social images that our producer Kostitis can find on the internet, and we have like questions and answers about photos.
Oh, good.
So Kostitis, put it on the screen. All right, so that's a ship. That's a shipyard. It's a steampunk.
It is kind of steampunk. This is at the Artist Printing House in Vilnius. It is the Kaunas Zoo performance by the Aura Dance Theater. And I am... Oh, this is a hilarious point. I'm doing this thing that they call blues in this thing. And you see directly to my left, there's a monitor speaker. And I've got these glasses on, which are, of course, fogging up completely until you can't see anything. And so I come back from doing this part, and I've got this one note I have to hit on that table on the right-hand corner there, because to the thing, and I trip completely over that speaker because I do not see it all. I dive, and I was able to hit the note perfectly. I'm like, yes, artistic integrity intact.
All right, this is some ballet dancers.
Yeah, this is Aura Dance Theater's production of Salvador Dali at the Rodonveris Castle. And when they ask me to do Salvador Dali, I'm like, oh my God, I think I am Salvador Dali. This is like the easiest thing ever. Glorious, glamorous, and surreal at the same time. I'm pretty sure that's just my life, y'all. So I'm like, yay, bring that on. But oh my God, these people are so much fun, and this scene is just
I
mental.
can see their faces. They're having lots of fun, these viewers. Especially.
Oh yeah, everyone's like, what? That's so perfect. This corner of Galicia is overlooking San Andrés de Texido. And these are the tallest cliffs in Europe beside the fjords of Norway. And just off to your right here is a tiny village of exquisiteness that's incomparable. But the legend in Spanish is that if you do not go there when you're alive, you go there after you die. And
you're dying.
And so I've made it there just enough so I know I'm going to go. I'm not going there after I'm dead. But you still have to go to San Andrés de Texido. Duh. And by the way, you're going to love it.
Zan, don't you look like a blue Bigfoot in this photo?
Oh, I'm crying.
Is that like a redneck guy? You have that shirt.
There's a tear coming to my eye. First of all, that's not a filter. That's like my parents' basement that got mold in it. And I know that's a great Instagram style filter, but no. I was in high school. I remember loving that shirt. I thought that shirt was the nicest thing ever. It was like very soft. And it made me look beautiful, brought out the beautiful color of my eyes. And thank God I don't part my hair in the center anymore. Nice.
You're having argument. Is that your ex-girlfriend in?
Yeah. It looks the part, right? I was playing a wedding right across the river. Here is a airport, an old landing field with hangars. Yeah, and the hangars used to have. They built Lithuania's only airplane that they ever built, and this was a wedding that I played there. Oh wow.
No. Giving you all yourself to the art. That was before you quit drinking?
Oh, that is a good question. That is right on the cusp of that time. No, that's definitely before I quit drinking because there's still a floppy drive in that Mirage keyboard. Zan Stones live at the Rust Belt Improvisers gig in Louisville in the 1990s, y'all. Oh, classics. This is me without a necktie, another rare shot you guys have unearthed for me. And my buddy, this is at the bar with no name. And my buddy Charlie Newman there is a friend of mine from many years ago who writes the poems which I use for to help build my lyrics from. But he was playing such a ferocious bass on this, he broke the lowest string. I was like, dude, that's some freaking playing, y'all. Oh, yeah.
TEDx Kaunas.
Nice, y'all. I realized I had a chance to be the host of TEDx Kaunas last year, and I was on the fence. I was trying to decide, I don't know, this is going to be a lot of work. I'm not paid, and should I do this? Then I thought, wait a minute. I'm going to have more fun with this thing than anybody who's going to host this thing. And I had such fun that within 3 minutes, Lithuanians were laughing. Like a whole bunch of them that didn't know me. I'm like, okay, y'all, we got this thing. That was fun.
All right, so Kaunas. So you love Kaunas.
Yeah, why not?
So I think a lot of people, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people have seen this YouTube video about Kaunas that you have made.
Well, Kaunas is Gerai.
Kaunas is Gerai. Kastyti, can you put it on? You moved in? All right.
There we go.
Let's check it out.
The Braille Satellite Festival. It was fun, Gary, all right, and the natives were friendly.
Absolutely friendly.
It was fun, Gary, all right, and the natives were friendly. And the story turns kind of sweet. I may have fallen in love, and the story's kind of cute. It may have involved another person, and the story's kind of sweet. I may have found another love, and it ended unexpected. I kind of fell for Kaunas. 'Cause Kaunas is great for Kaunas. 'Cause Kaunas is great. Kaunas. Because Kaunas is great.
You are like the biggest patriot of Kaunas from Kentucky.
I realize I'm like that. It's like this, as I said earlier. That's my dog you're kicking. I realize that I get kind of defensive about Kaunas sometimes when people are trashing. I'm like, well, that's kind of hilarious. How'd I end up here? You know, how did that end? Like in Galicia one day, someone was talking about this city from the north called Ferrol. And Ferrol is super industrial and where Franco came from, which is a bad name for them. But they're like, Ferrol is ugly, this one woman said. And I got in an argument with this woman. I'm like, listen, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, that was the first time I'm like, oh, wait, why am I from Kentucky depending Ferrol? And so I feel the same thing in Kaunas. Sometimes I get my gander up. I'm like, hey, be nice to Kaunas. You know, that's my friend.
So what about that video? When have you published it?
This was last year. A friend of mine was working on this. Like, oh my God, I need to do the video. My friend Aurelia did this thing. And I'm like, oh yeah, we do. And so we filmed it out on Gelakinus. Yeah, up in that zone.
I see the mosque. I see many.
Oh
many
yeah, the
places.
mosque with the Islamic trampoline. Awesome.
It was from your YouTube channel, right?
Yes, exactly.
How is it called? Like?
Kaunas is great. Oh, my Zan Stones is my YouTube channel.
Yeah. Did you get any mean comments after?
No, somehow people
any
like me
great
for
comments?
it. I'll have to look. I haven't read them in a while.
Well, whatever you do, I think you do it for yourself. The first and then the second to entertain all the people.
Well,
around the world.
I think it's not really for myself because that like is a slightly empty experience in the long run. I think you're doing it in hopes that other people are going to love it. You know, if it would be like a vacuum that I'm shouting into for myself, because of course I do everything for myself insofar as that my standards have to be met. And so for myself, I'm making sure things are up to, oh, this was something Zan Hoffman produced. And so for that level, yes, it's for myself, but on a level of like, oh my God, nothing's fun until I'm sharing it with y'all. I mean, come on.
So we should visit Zan. What's the name of the channel?
Zan Stones, Zanstones. It's my longest.
Zan Stones. It's not Stonies, it's Stones.
Exactly, Zan Stonio
Zan
show.
Stones channel on YouTube and anywhere else.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you go and look up Zan Hoffman almost anywhere else on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube or I don't know, there's a lot of. I'm not hiding.
But of course, the best way to experience your creativity and all your art would be probably to attend your
My
live
shows.
performance.
I mean, come on, my live shows are what I get to do, and I get to do it all, and you guys are gonna love it.
You would like to make one for our audience here?
Duh, is a Pope Catholic?
So let's try it.
Excellent, I'm into it.
All right, everybody, Zan Hoffman on the stage.
Nice. Score. A weapon off, repeat, break up homes, repeat, glass, repeat, everything, repeat, here and now. I bust regret, repeat, control ass, repeat, player cons, repeat, fade the score, repeat, fade the score, repeat, fade the score, repeat, fade the score. Whip it up, repeat, control last, repeat, play the con, repeat, fade the score, repeat, fade the score, repeat, fade the score, repeat, fade the score. Repeat, fade the score, repeat, fade the score, repeat, whipping up, repeat, bring up homes, repeat, bring up homes. A buzz regret, repeat, bring up the homes, repeat, play the score, repeat, fade the score, repeat, whipping up, repeat, fade the score, repeat, fade the score. I bring up homes, repeat, fade the four, repeat, fade the score, repeat, weapon up, repeat, weapon up, repeat, fade the score, repeat, fade the score.
Oh wow, that was Zan Hoffman. Drop the mic. Wow, Zan, that was amazing performance, man. Can I lift you now? Oh, that's the Zan Hoffman!
Golden buzzer.
Wow.
I give you the golden buzzer.
Oh, come on, Zan. Sit down. What, it was a 1 hour long performance. It
Half an hour screamed into an hour, you know, because I roll like that.
felt like forever. Oh my God. Oh my God, you're so sweaty. You're so hot.
I'm glistening with my inner beauty.
You're just giving it all, man. Oh my God, you must be hungry now.
Oh yes, for some Bosmana's Kentucky burger. Come on down.
We have some American dish for you. How about buffalo wings?
Buffalo wings, y'all.
Every good performance needs food, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, because do you guys like spicy food?
Oh, I love the spicy
I
food.
love
Bring it
spicy
on.
food. Actually, we have today a special guest for the Tonight Show. It's the guy with beer, with a ginger bird. Over there, this Rokas. Rokas,
Well,
come
let's
on
go
over.
on stage.
Come on down.
Yeah, we have his
You're
hot
the next
sauces,
contestant.
You know?
Roka's in the house.
Check, 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 check.
Mic
Rokas,
check,
have you
yo.
been
Hello.
comfortable with this performance? Zan was showing his ass to you and your face was good?
Yeah, awesome. Great view. You know, had the first row seats to the whole thing. Thank you.
You know it,
Yeah,
y'all.
you sound like a mix between Andrew Eldridge from Sisters of Mercy and Warren Zevon.
Nice, I'll take it. I always love that sister. Oh, no,
Yeah. You
that
had
low
that.
shit. That's fucking great shit.
Right, so.
So what are we gonna have today?
Well,
For
it's
meal?
a very fun game, you know, Olga.
What's the game?
We're gonna eat some spicy food.
Oh, chicken.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, a few wings.
Hot wings.
Didn't hurt nobody.
Doesn't look much.
All right.
Right, so.
This is Rocco's made sauce, you know. So,
Oh, I heard about this.
Yeah.
Your legend precedes you, my friend.
so
I'm honored.
we have 3 different sauces from less
Me.
spicy to the high spicy.
All right.
Spiciest,
Now we're
right.
talking. Bring it on.
Yeah,
Let's
so-
I
find
mean,
out.
we just, for fun, we can just add a little, you know.
Tell us about
A
this.
little extra on the side. Right, so this is the first one. It's Ajika inspired, you know, the Georgian
Caucasian.
condiment.
Nice. All
You know.
right. All right.
Right, so, but, you know, it's not authentic or in
Yeah,
any
yeah.
case, but it's a hot sauce based on that, I mean, at least in my mind. You know,
Yeah. Georgia
Right.
the country, not Georgia the state.
yeah, the country.
Okay. You know.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Kentucky. You know, we got to check these things out, y'all.
Yeah.
So
Well,
this is a
do-
game.
you tell me.
You're gonna eat chicken, like you're gonna eat, then you're gonna eat, Then you're gonna tell us a story that I'm gonna find in these envelopes.
Oh, well.
All right,
Yeah.
envelopes. This is okay.
The envelope,
Good.
please.
Yeah. Because people are more talky when they eat hot sauce.
Talky we are, like that.
Well, we are okay.
I think we're talky without any hot
So,
sauce, but ready.
Which one of you are going first?
Okay, you go up.
Guest of honor. I guess I
Yeah.
have
Yep.
to do the honors here and make sure I'm getting a little bit of everything here.
Caucasian.
Well, I mean, they're already covered in sauce. I
okay.
forgot to mention that, but
Okay.
my bad.
Okay, so Zan, the first question for you is, tell a funny story you had in Kaunas.
I like picking up stories because these are just classic telltale things. So this one didn't happen to me, but I'm loving this thing. They said years ago at your fountain down here, before they renovated it, there was a couple who would hang up by the fountain to take your photograph, and this woman had a giant snake, and this guy had a camera. And this was the catch. I'm thinking, how many days of a bender are you on before it sounds like a really good idea? Okay, I got this idea. I've got this snake. Yeah, you got the camera? Okay, we're going to go to License Soleil, and we're going to take some photographs. I'm like, nice. That's some Countess quality crazy for me. Approve.
Another hot sauce for you, right?
No, I mean, it's delicious. Flavors there. I'm in.
Appreciate it.
Easy
Yeah.
going.
Okay, Olga, it's your
Now,
turn. now.
Olga's turn. He's had some experience with it.
Yeah, Olga, eat the whole
Oregon.
thing.
Yummy, y'all.
And Kinza, I love it.
So the question for you, Olga, describe your worst date.
Oh, the worst day. Oh my God, it was. Actually, it happened in London.
Nice.
Actually, there was this woman, and I really wanted to make an impression on him. And of course, I wanted to have sex with her.
As you do.
So but she was like a big lady, she was tall,
Like a Bigfoot.
very beautiful, very nice back. And but she was already a little bit. She was older than me. She was actually 7 years older than me, and she had a kid. So I thought maybe I'll leave an impression I'm a potential father. I need to be like a really really good guy. I need to buy presents for that kid. I need to work really hard. And I was running all the shops around London City. I've been going North London, South London, working this much hard. And then I thought okay, now I found and bought all those presents, like a big ton of presents. And then we went to this hotel, and I rented a nice hotel, and I bought a nice bottle, and I drank this bottle, and I fell asleep, and nothing happened.
Oh, wow.
And I woke up, and I said, shit, this whole effort was for nothing.
Okay, Ruckus.
So I
now the
reckon she
second.
wasn't there when you woke up.
She was there, but she said, come on.
Okay, Ruckus, now describe the second sauce.
Right, okay.
This is level 2.
Right, this one's just, I don't know, well, a regular hot sauce, but, just 3 different peppers, habaneros, cayenne, jalapeno.
I heard the
A
H word.
little bit of garlic, amongst other ingredients.
All
Right,
It's
Zan.
got some
So
flavor.
the next question for you. What's the most interesting concert you ever had?
Oh, wow.
Just careful around your eyes, Zan. There's some-
Thank you.
yeah.
There we go. Well, I was playing wow, there's a long list of interesting shows. Poof. But I was playing a show in Riga last year at the Shea Bar. And this place is insane. They love me more than I should be allowed to be loved. I mean, it's like alarming. I play a couple shows, and then people are there from that previous show and the show before that, and then send a friend in if they haven't sent, or they were there last year, they came again, and so this crowd was just absolutely loving this thing. At one point, I'm sitting down in some random guy's lap about your size, singing my song to him, probably breaking his legs. No complaints. It was just so adorable. I could just like lay on anybody. I play this one show in Louisville, and before I even start, they said, "Okay, this is a part of the bar you can lay on, and this is a part you can't lay on." I'm like, wow, I haven't even played here. I've already got the ground rules on which bar I'm gonna fuck up or not. Nice.
Algis, are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, level 2 for you.
Level 2. That's a habanero with cayenne pepper.
And jalapeno also.
A little bit of jalapeno.
What is the dumbest way you've been injured?
Oh, jeez, there's a long list for me. Thank God you got this one.
Then it was just a snowboarding accident. Like it's a. Well, actually, I broke my ankle. I can still. I'm a little bit limpy on my.
Gimpy.
Yeah, gimpy. And what happened is like we've just been snowboarding in Andorra, and
Always gimpy out there in the audience.
it got like I ran into a snowstorm, and I really I thought like I'm coming down and I'm gonna see a kicker, like a little bit a hill, where I can jump over it, maybe ride over it, but instead of the kicker, it was just like a 90-degree wall of snow.
Oh,
And then I only saw it like until the last meter, and then I actually broke my ankle, and then I couldn't do snowboarding anymore. Ooh, and this is a little bit hot. This is hotter.
Okay, so this one's this one's the spiciest I've ever made.
All right.
It's with the locally grown Carolina Reapers and Trinidad
shit.
Scorpions. This one, yeah.
Scorpions and Reapers. Oh.
That sounds like some death metal bands have showed up in the house.
Yeah, a little bit of parsnip, amongst other.
I'm not naming my metal band Parsnip. That's
Yeah.
just not going there.
It's more of a folk.
Yeah,
metal,
yeah.
sort of vibe.
Neo-folk
So,
Parsnip, the Parsnip Brothers or something.
The Parsley Brothers. Right, so with this one, I would proceed with caution with the dipping of it.
Okay.
But,
But you have to eat it all.
Okay, you go for it.
I mean, the sauce is already on it. This
it's
is just
deli-
extra.
Wow, it's delicious and it's hot. It tastes more like habanero. Do you say there's some habanero or not?
No, there's Carolina Reapers and Trinidad Scorpions.
Okay, so I haven't
yeah,
had
they're
those two.
fruity. I mean,
Yeah, they're super
the
fruity
spicier.
quality. Yeah. So I that's my favorite of it because it's the fruitiness of it is so lovely. I mean, as a sort of like, this one was probably the smokiest in my palate, and this one had a lot of flavor, but this one has got the happy, fruity piece of insanity.
Yes, sir. And the
All right,
Carolina
Zan.
Reaper just kind of drags it on.
The
and on
Reaper,
and on.
bring it on
The Reaper
down.
from South Carolina.
It doesn't look like it's a big deal.
South Carolina Reaper.
All right, Zan. The question: what is ridiculous thing has someone tricked you into doing?
Oh, okay, y'all. This is definitely an America thing. So, I live in the South, and the South has a ridiculous number of rednecks in it. We think we have got like the world monopoly on rednecks, and there's some line that I have no idea what the hell it is. It's called the Mason-Dixon line. It's some line that separates the North and the South, and we always think that the rednecks are on the South of Mason-Dixon line. So one time, my friend Tim Ruth and I, whenever Tim Ruth says we're going to do something, we're going to do it, and I have no idea the consequences involved because something odd is going to open up on this. So it's like, my cousin is playing in Batesville for a concert we're going to go see. I'm like, oh yeah, we go to Batesville, no problem. And this is in Indiana, and we drive. And we drive. And we drive, and I thought, oh no, this isn't going to end well. So we end up in Batesville, and Batesville #1 employer is the casket company. You know this isn't going to end well. And so we're playing at a VFW hall, and there's a very interesting history of hardcore music in America. And the hardcore punk bands would go to play a show in a bar, and then the bar was like, "Oh no, that audience was throwing bottles and slam dancing and spitting," and so they just canceled every possibility to ever play a normal bar. So you have these things called the Veteran of Foreign War halls, and they look like they're Soviet approved and just cruel. You know, it's like, how awful of a cinder block piece of hell can you put up? This is a Veteran of War hall. And so we're in Batesville at the Veterans of Foreign War hall for this concert, and someone says, "Oh, the farmers are here. They're from Booney Vista." And now, we in America, there's a lovely thing. Somebody comes from some nice part of Europe and thinks, "I'm going to name a city this beautiful European name," and they have no clue how much we're going to fuck it up, because Buena Vista is not Booney Vista. So the farmer from Booney Vista, they said, "This is where you see the shotgun holes in the cars and the cats hanging from the trees." So at the appropriate time, the fight broke up, and it was a melee. Like, I mean, no one died, but it was like a bad 1960s music. I mean, fists are everywhere, and there was these. It was just a total mental breakdown. I'm like, oh yeah, only in Boney Vista at the Batesville Casket Company is this decent shit gonna go down.
So how's the sauce then?
This one's still hanging with me. The other one just had no lingering
And the napkins?
power. But that one has a lingering.
this one lingers.
Yeah, but come on, guys from Buena
like
Vista.
your ex-girlfriend.
Just go for it, Olga.
Yeah, I love spice as well. Okay,
Let it rip.
It's flavorful, isn't it?
It's coming, it's coming, it's coming.
Pineapples or something like
Yeah. It has it's got that fruity kind of.
Yeah, that's the peppers, really.
So,
I mean,
okay.
there's no fruit.
Question
Right,
for
right.
you,
No,
Olga.
that's lovely. That some of these other peppers, like a jalapeno, doesn't really have a flavor profile much, but these have really lovely.
Okay,
fruity
so
quality
the
to it.
question for you, Olga. Do you have any stories that involves police?
Oh. Well, I have some stories.
Pretty hot policeman, right?
Yeah, like a lot of stories from police. The one is, oh my God. The one is, oh my God, jalapenos and scorpions and reapers. Who? So once upon a time,
Bet
me
you
and my
didn't know
friends,
South Carolina was that hot.
we just went to the station, well, we just went to casino on Laisvės alėja. And unfortunately, it's not legal to drink in Laisvės alėja alcoholic beverages.
What? I've never seen that happen before.
No.
Okay,
So we
maybe
don't-
once.
We took out some beers out of the casino because we were thirsty. Ooh.
Like you are now.
Yeah, and then police came and they took us here and
Oh, this location right across the street. How convenient.
they kept us all night.
Aw, how sweet of them.
And I was running my company, and some of employees were there. And in the morning, they all come to the court, and they say, maybe you need some letter that to your boss that you're not available because you're held at the police. And this guy just said, no, I don't need no letter because boss is just next one. Oh, it was funny. Oh my God, I need some milk. Oh.
Doesn't look like
I'll be fine,
needs
but
any.
Looks like Zan has more experience.
I'll have a little more.
You're a beast, Zen.
Well, he is from the south.
Oh yeah, I'm from the South, y'all.
Oh my God, guys. I need some of that milk.
Wow.
So how was the sauce?
Oh my God, the sauce.
Any stories with the sauces?
Reapers and the scorpions. Guys, thank you very much for coming for starting a
Very
show.
metal. The sauce.
Thank you.
It's a
Scorpion.
really big,
Parsnip. Oh no, wait.
big metal band here, and We just had Zan Hoffman. A big applause for Zan Hoffman, ladies and gentlemen. Jūs žiūrėjote Stonio Show. Ačiū visiems žiūrėjusiems mūsų Stonio Show. Iki sekančių susimatymų. Nepamirškite like, share and subscribe mumis Facebook'e ir YouTube'e. Ačiū labai ir mes pasimatysime su jumis neužilgo, tik tais už savaitės arba kas čia dar gyvai už kokių 20 arba 30 minučių, kol aš dar nubėgsiu į tualetą.
What he said. Ciao, y'all.